So, as Bob O'Neill told us yesterday, the ICMA now has 11,000 members. That's a lot of members, and a lot of those are new members. So how are they welcomed on board? Well, to answer that question, I'm absolutely delighted now to be joined by Yaidee Fox and Karen Pinkos. Well, first of all, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us today.
Absolutely, thank you.
So you guys are Welcome Ambassadors. Tell us a little bit about the role of the Welcome Ambassador and the Welcome Ambassador Committee.
Well, the Welcome Ambassadors is a committee that's been around actually several years, and our job essentially is, as the name implies, to welcome new members to ICMA. And we do that by, after a member joins and they get their literature and all of their membership materials from ICMA, we follow up maybe a few months later just to check in, offer a networking opportunity, and answer any questions that people have.
I think it's also a wonderful opportunity to share some stories. So sometimes when you relate with someone and you get connected, it gives them that opportunity to have someone real world experience that can relay some things that might help with advice or whatever they might need.
So how does that work then? So if I was to join up in the ICMA, I think that's awesome, isn't it? Because you get the stuff in the post or online, but it's a little bit not personal, is it?
Right.
So what kind of things would you help them with?
Well, a lot of times we do phone calls, so there's emails, we meet up at different locations.
Okay.
So sometimes we have regional events, and if we know that that person's going to be there, then we'll try to meet up with them. If they're within state, maybe there's some kind of state association meeting that we might be able to meet up with them. We really try to make that extra effort to be there for that person and really relay the information they need.
And it's up to the person how they want to communicate as well. I mean, we'll put out an email or maybe make a phone call. And sometimes people are just grateful and thank you, or they'll follow up later. But just sort of knowing that they have an actual member that is very personal to be able to reach out to. And sometimes we try to give everyone members that are in their area to be able to connect to, so there's someone nearby.
And how important is it in this kind of 21st century electronic age to have real people?
Exactly. See, we have heard that over and over and over, that personal touch, even if it's just an email reaching out, anecdotally, and even some of the data we've collected for ICMA staff has shown that people really appreciate that. And like you said, it gives a personal touch. This is a huge organization, 11,000 members strong.
Wow. Yeah.
So, being able to have a real connection, that's what we're trying to achieve.
And I think one of my favorite parts is, so at the conferences we do a meet and greet. That is so much fun. The room last night was amazing. We had this enormous filled room full of new people that had either just recently become ICMA members or this was their first time attending, but they've been a member for a while. And I think it was a great way for them to make new friends, to really be able to branch out and network themselves. So it was a wonderful opportunity.
So my final question would be, if we've got some new members watching or people who are thinking of becoming members, what would your advice be?
Well, my first one would be join, if you've not joined, and mostly because of the fact that I feel like there's a lot of professional development resources that are available. Even if you're not able to attend a conference for some reason, you can always attend a virtual conference. There's a lot of webinars. There's just a lot of network of people to be able to be your resources for personal and professional development.
Yeah, and I would echo the networking part. I think that that's been the most valuable thing for me as an ICMA member, and all of the different involvements I've had in the local government management profession. Being able to, well, really what we're doing is just making a whole bunch of new friends, right? And we're reaching out, we're meeting people, you make those connections, you can call on those people if you need advice or help. But really, I mean, it has just been a wonderful personal experience to reach out, make new friends, and kind of it makes the association that's really is pretty big seem smaller and intimate, and having, to be able to draw that connection directly to the membership and to each other and to local government.
Well, thank you both very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us today. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.